Get ready with me while I get into my Rebecca Chambers cosplay. First thing I do is I set up my studio. Sometimes I'll do this the night before, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. Working with an actual camera, always be sure to eliminate natural lighting and to focus on using studio lights so you don't get whited out, especially if you're as pale as I am. Wasn't originally going to cosplay Rebecca today, just because of the sheer amount of TikTok drafts that I still have. However, we hit 28K followers yesterday, so I figured, why not? Why not make some more cosplay content just in celebration of that? I also was going to wear a sexy police uniform. I will put the costume on the screen. I cleaned out my closet yesterday. I reorganized all the costumes, vacuumed everything, all that stuff. You typically do, or you should do. I do at least every 2 weeks. I'll clean my cosplay closet. But in the process, I misplaced where I put that costume at. So you know what? Today we're just gonna wear the regular uniform. I wanted to do something kind of spicy in celebration of Valentine's Day this Saturday, but you know what? It's okay. It wasn't meant to be. I have all my studio lights on and my camera on the correct settings and the focus that I want it to be. Now I'm going to start first before I get into costume to film TikToks as I am now, so that after I do the makeup and put on the costume, I can film the second half of my TikTok cosplay transition videos. Okay, so I just filmed the first half of my transition videos for TikTok. I'm now going to temporarily turn off my studio light to conserve battery power, because oh my god, this thing eats up power crazy. Same thing for my camera, just to conserve everything. I have an extra pack of batteries, but you know, I just want to say power. Now I'm gonna actually put on the costume for Rebecca Chambers. By the way, I do have a full costume tutorial for Rebecca Chambers up on my YouTube channel, so if you wanted to check that out, you can do so easy peasy. Because I actually made my bulletproof vest out of a chest binder, I can actually put it on as if it were an actual bulletproof vest. So whenever I first started cosplaying, I used to do my makeup before putting on the actual costume. However, since I started regularly live streaming on TikTok, I found that it's just easier to put the costume on before doing the makeup, because I like to do the makeup to show the process while I'm doing my live streams. It's easier because then people will, not as many people, mind you, will ask, hey, who you cosplay? More people will recognize the character a little bit easier based off the actual costume. And here she is in her full glory, the costume. Very simple fit, by the way. Gonna go ahead and do my makeup, and then I will continue on with filming my TikToks. The process of doing my makeup, I actually like to put on, if the cosplay requires and calls for little stud earrings, I like to go ahead and put these earrings on before I do my makeup, otherwise I will forget. It's not a big deal, it's not, but I am a stickler for small details. I also like to put in my contact lenses before I do the makeup, just because if I don't, then my eyes are gonna water, and I will absolutely end up smearing that mascara, okay? So always put in your contact lenses before actually doing the cosplay makeup. I also put on the wig after I'm done doing the cosplay makeup. In fact, the wig is normally the very last thing that I put on, besides maybe some gloves or anything, after I do the makeup and stuff, because I just find that wigs, even if they're short wigs, just get in the way and I'm unable to do my makeup properly. So also this ear, this hole right here has actually been pierced twice because my ears have filled up. So now it's very difficult for whatever reason to put in stud earrings. I can put in dangly earrings just fine, but whenever it comes to stud earrings, this ear in particular always gives me a pain to do. All right, so the makeup is finished for Rebecca. I just am going to wrap my hair up and put on the wig. If you have hair that is shoulder length or longer, my best suggestion for you is to tie your hair in a ponytail at the base of your neck and to wear 2 wig caps to fully suppress it down to your scalp. If you're wearing any kind of pixie wig, these bad boys are gonna be your best friend. I swear, this is an absolute must for cosplay. I cannot wear a short wig without bobby pins. And there we have it, folks. That is me getting into Rebecca Chambers, and now I'm going to finish up recording the rest of my TikTok videos.